All right, peace, peace, peace. What up? Just want to come back first and foremost. Hopefully, the Most High Yahushua's blessing you, brothers and sisters, y'all day. Man, by His mercies, you are consumed. One, we're alive in the Most High in Yahushua's body, spiritually, alive in their body, and two, we're naturally alive, man. But that's just is really good, man. It's just because, yeah, man, that's just yeah, man, because it's really important, man. Because yeah, it's just really important to realize that, man, because I'm still on that little situation from yesterday, man. It's just fortunate, but yeah, man, this appreciate this, man, and also too, like Isaiah says, listen, the Most High House shall our reward on this side and the next, man, Lord willing. Because what he said then, Isaiah, and also too, what did Mark 10 say, you can receive the benefits on this side and the next side. But I kind of go into something, man. Like, it's a Proverbs, since it's the fourth today, in Proverbs 4, I was kind of going to something too, because I was like, because I was actually reading an article, a psychology article, and I didn't read it, but no, I just seen the headline of it. I should have read it, but I read a lot of articles in psychology too. Most of the time they're inspiration for these videos, or I mentioned what I read and assess things in these videos, man, because sometimes it lines up with the word, sometimes it doesn't, but always looking at things from a spiritual aspect, because think like shout out to brother Kwame Become Shalaman Akawar, man. All things start in the physical, then the spiritual then comes in the physical, man. Like how I said, on earth as it is in heaven, man. So even spiritually, like he said, my words are spirit. So yeah, man, because I wondered, it was a quote in the Discord app, man, in the Daily Motivations quote, and yeah, hold on, and yeah, and it says this, and it was perfect. I'm gonna probably put it on there. It says, "Don't blame distractions. Improve your focus, man." That's what it is. And I'm gonna get this too in Proverbs 4, man, because you know what? That's akin to a lot of times too. Like a lot of times people just blame Satan's or demons, things of that nature. A lot, and what's crazy thing is too about that. I'm gonna hit that in Ezekiel real quick too, but yeah, but that's another story for another. I'm gonna hit this in Proverbs though, man, because a lot of times too, but the article was about like the headline. So I was listening, like it said signs that a man is is lazy. He goes out hard at work, but he's lazy at home. But I don't, was that the one? I don't think that was a. Yeah, that was the one, but I kind of took it more as like there. I mean, because there's certain men that are like that, certain brothers that are like that. They go hard, but it is too. That's why the Most High in your house I don't like that. Even I had to work on that. At one point, especially in this walk, I was like that. I was going more harder. Where I was at working than than in the word. But now it's more like there was that point. Sometimes now I'm kind of just trying to recognize the balance. But I was going more. I was going I'm trying to have more balance because then let's get this Ecclesiastes 9 and 10 real quick, man. Because doesn't the word say, whatever you do it as unto the Lord? So, even said sometimes too, because, man, certain places, certain jobs, I'm sure your process that it burns you out, man. It's it's kind of but listen, that's where that complaining and stuff comes in. But, you are human too. You don't have that human experience because, certain places y'all access really, it's just ridiculous, man. That's kind of my situation now. But I can bear it. It is what it is. But just try to do it for me time till you find something even better. Because but always had that Ecclesiastes even but this don't up and leave in place to place to place. Something I've been guilty of. Still kind of am, but more in my early 20s. I was just more immature. But now it's just within this side. I think more it just happens because more opportunities present themselves a lot of times too. But in my early 20s, that was all me. I was immature. I was leaving job to job to job and, blaming other people and things. And it actually kind of ties into what we were talking about. So, yeah, I'm glad I mentioned that. But yeah, man, let me get this Ecclesiastes. Because, yeah, man, because a lot of times too, because the Lord, Most High House Shot doesn't like you, hey, listen, you go hard, you go all hard, for like your job, things of nature. But when you come in this house, when you come in the word spiritually, like, you put it off. You're like slothful, things of nature, or you go hard for the Lord. But then at work, it's just like, you kind of, I get it, because sometimes we look at it as an aspect of like, okay, this is the you know yeah, I mean, actually, no, you can't say that, because a lot of times too, like, people had this mentality like, okay, wait, this isn't our rest anyway, so why even go? No, but no, man, because like, we had different, like, brothers, different righteous men in their captivity, and they just worked like, they preached the word, they taught the word and all that stuff, and they still had jobs, they still grinded, man. So like, it's that had to be a balance, whatever field or avenue you work in, man. But I say that to say, man, because what was I gonna say? Oh my God, I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, man, that's all I was gonna say too. Oh gosh, what was I gonna say? Well, it'll come back, Lord willing. But yeah, man, that's just is what it is too, man. Because, yeah, man, you want to do that too, like, as well. Oh my gosh, it was a point I wanted to make, but it is what it is. But let me get to Proverbs 4:25. It says, "Let thine eyes look right on, and let thine eyelids look straight before thee." So yeah, man, that's what it is, man. Like, don't blame distractions. Improve your focus, man. That's just is what it is too, man. Don't yeah, man, be focused. That's yeah. That's just is what it is, man. Just prove your focus, man. Let your eyes look forward, man. And also too, just being like, that's where the what was that saying? How it goes? I touched on this in the past. Eyes on the prize. That's where the in the world, where they get the term eyes on the prize from. This, man, it says, let the eyes look right on, and let the eyelids look straight before thee. Yeah, spiritually eyes, yeah, seeing things coming too as well. But that's just is what it is too, man. Let me grab this Ecclesiastes. Yeah, man. Yeah, Ecclesiastes 9:10. Whatsoever thou findest to do, do it with all thy might. For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave, whither thou goest. So yeah, man, that's just what it is, man. Give it all you got, man. Like Anita said, man. Shoot, in this walk and even outside this wall, man. Do it with all you might, man. Give everything online too, man. Seriously, but also too, man. Like, yeah, that's what I was going to say, man. Like, yeah, that's what I was going to get into. And too, like the quote says, don't focus on distractions. Don't focus on distractions and improve your focus. And let me say this too, man. Shout out to the brother Chronicles Judah as well, man. He said this years ago, man, because he had on his YouTube channel. Not even. Yeah, well, he has a Patreon. Been on Patreon for some years now. I think 4 years now, but even though it's upload like that. But hey, listen, he has his own thing going on. Listen, because a lot of times too, a lot of people can get like you got to realize like that brothers and stuff like that. That's why I made those. We talked about those. Don't take it personal. We talked about on they don't take it personal, man. Like like that old Monica song. It's crazy because I was at the movies yesterday and there's a movie coming out with because it was based off. Well, I named that video based off that old Monica song, but also too while I was saying that, man, sometimes people just need that time alone. Like Moses did, Ezra did, like Yahushua did, like one to spiritually elevate, man. And sometimes you just need the most on Yahushua, man. Just need to be alone, God. And it's not personal, man. They just need alone, man. That's actual real self-care, not just other stuff that people be talking about where, okay, I made a bunch of bad decisions, I'm gonna go shopping and I'm gonna do some bunch of other dumb shit, excuse my language, but or I'm just gonna just be pretty much selfish, pretty much, but label it as self-care. But yeah, is there actual self-care? Absolutely. But now I think people are trying to mix in that, like what Second Timothy says, and and actually and actually taking care of yourself together, like men being lovers of themselves, like just being selfish on things, like That's neither here nor there, man. But that's just is what it is. I forgot what point, but yeah, there's certain times you need to be alone, man. But it's crazy. Yeah, I seen a video poster that I mean brought that up because I seen a poster at the movies just say, I guess it's gonna be some. I guess some new. It's probably I don't know. I'm not seeing. I'm probably not gonna see it, but some new movie coming out called One of Them Days with Keke Palmer and with a singer named SZA with with the whole Kendrick TDE thing. I'm not sure if she even still with them, but it's what it is. She's a good singer, or whatever. But I don't really listen to music like that. But I just seen the poster. I was like, okay, it's probably going to be one of those like one of those modern day like probably sexual liberation feminists like from the women mother goddess worship movies. But I can't say that because I haven't seen the trailer yet. But that's what this like the scriptures say like a man is known for his look. Even though it's a balance because your house I said don't judge according to appearance. But Sirach does say too as well like a man shall be known by his look. Certain things you can just peep from jump like they're from the countenance or the spirit or just looking at it, it's like all right I know what this is about. But that's neither here nor there. But let me say that to say too, man, because but back to the point about with Chronicles of Judah, man, because a lot of times too like people get upset, like this if you because the one that happened to Ezra, it happened to men in the scriptures, man, men of the Lord in the scriptures and in the prophets, things of that nature. But too, even naturally, because you notice a lot of times too with people that create content or whether it's music or things, whatever, man. A lot of times people can get entitled. It's like okay, like listen, like understand, but you gotta understand from that other person's point of view, like they might be going through something as well, like but I get it too as a consumer, as a viewer, like it's like all right, especially for something like a Patreon. I'm not saying this for like the Bird Chronicles of Judah per se, but I'm saying in general, like when you give them money and like that person disappeared, I understand, but still you gotta realize, all right, it's good, that's a person too, that's a flesh and blood person too, but that's neither here nor there. But I said to say that too because he talked about this, man, because going back to the point about distractions, he wanted to like he said one time on his videos on the YouTube channel because a lot of times too, man, like I think they even I saw this yesterday in Gladiator, man, they're saying how like I think Denzel's character, I forgot, he said the war, and it pretty much the war, pretty much the sports of their time is like a microcosm to life, pretty much. It's kind of like it's very parallel, and that's what damn, I spit. That's what the brother Chronicles of Judah said. Like he assesses like that's why I even use a lot of sports examples in different movie or TV or sports or just different examples. Like because like when I'm talking about things like spiritual matters, man, because it's all that Nehemiah and Hosea 12:10. But But yeah, man, because this is microcosm of life. That's why people like it, man. Because a lot of times, too, like, that's the. But let me get to the point with what he said though, because like he said, listen, man, don't, because a lot of people say this a lot of times too, and at its core, yes, like sports is a distraction, but yeah, at its core, yes, but like I was just saying, it could be a microcosm to life because it teaches us, all right, about teamwork, who could come through in adversity, like the will of man, pretty much, like adversity, like teamwork. You find out who's who, pretty much. That's why people like sports because it's a microcosm to life, man. But but two, people that use that say, oh, sports is like a distraction, things of that nature. Yes, but a lot of time too, like but like the brother of the Chronicles Judah said years ago, and this always stuck out to me. He said, so listen, don't compare your brain to my brain, because what you may get distracted by, I don't get distracted by, and that's nothing wrong with that. If you view sports as a distraction, hey, okay, that's a distraction. That might be the distraction for you, but also too, this might not be a distraction for this person over here, because this person may enjoy sports a lot, but still could be like well equipped and well versed and well focused and well versed and well acclimated, like with things of importance or important matters being discussed. A lot of people, and that's what that let's go Proverbs 11:1, because that's what the world is missing, man. Like balance, man. That nuance, man, because things are nuanced. A false balance is abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. So yeah, man. So yeah, that's what I say too, man. Because like even with my brothers years ago, man, shout out to that brother. Because I was talking, it was like years ago. It was like almost 3 years ago. I was talking to him. I was like, because I was going to my cousin's house. So it was watching the Eagles game, man. I think they were playing Falcons. This is what they're almost 3 years, and we was talking on the phone on things, and she said, yeah, man, but he said, man, but he said, we was on the phone. He said, listen, man, I hear where he's coming from. He said, listen, but sports is a game, man. I'm just focus on the word and things of that nature and things, and that what the brother Chronicle Judah said, me popped into my mind. I didn't say that to the brother, of course, but I understood where he's coming from. But like, I get it. He's like, no, focusing on like he's focused on that Philippians and Psalms real quick, man. No, Philippians, like, for work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. And I get that, man. But a lot of times too, when I watch sports, man, it's actually like inspiration for these videos or inspiration during my studies, like things. And it's not the core reason, but like I can like, like I always say, man, to our brothers and sisters, like, watch and listen to things with spiritual eyes and ears, man. So yeah, man, hold on, y'all. So yeah, man, that's just hold on, y'all. Yeah. Oh my gosh, man, this is not good, man. Seriously. All right, I might have to take some of that. Yeah, man. So yeah, but that's the point, man. But back to my point though. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. All right, yeah. What was I saying? So yeah, man. That's just is what it is. I forgot what I was even saying. So yeah, man. This is gonna compare your like this comparison, man. Because what you get distracted by, somebody might not, man. Because like that's just is what it is, man. That's just is what it is. Because you know what it is too. I remember reading, like, when I first started playing chess, right? It was a book, a chess book, I forgot, but like, they used to say that probably arguably the greatest chess player of all time. At least for me, but that could be American bias, but American bias, but no, I won't really say because being here, but because some might say Gary Kasparov or Magnus Carlsen, but I'll say Bobby Fischer. But if you choose Gary Kasparov or somebody else, or there's people that play chess. That's fine, but but they said like a lot of times Bobby Fischer would play like chess in a loud places, things of that nature. Like he could play chess and like he would go to bars or something like that, play chess in loud places. But my point is being that like a lot of all-time great chess players or good grandmasters, they probably couldn't do that, man. So sometimes like it's everybody like that goes into like the measures of faith, like everybody has a different measures, whether you're in the word or out the word, like different measures of things that the Most High Yahweh gives a person. But yeah, that's just going into comparing things in nature, because a lot of times that sports is distracting. At its core, yeah, it is. I understand, but but because sometimes like you got certain people that could be that's where that too that on another level that what Ecclesiastes 7:16 goes into. So certain people's over righteous people can go into that. And no matter what different fractions is, I know it's just a lot too in the knowledge things of that nature, but that's just is what it is too. But that's in different fractions and things of that nature. Hey, shoot, I was even watching Footloose last night, and John Lithgow, he played the pastor in the movie, the things of that nature, and he was kind of like, and he was kind of against like, it was actually legal in that town to dance. If y'all ever seen the movie with Kevin Bacon, John Lithgow, and some other things, but but I was looking at it, I was like, hey, how can you read the word and say that something like, it's illegal to dance? And actually, in I think other religions, there's been some religions that it is illegal to like dance, things of that nature. But with art, with the Most High Yahweh, listen, like the word, there's a time and season for it though. Like this, like but there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying that that's just an example of that, because some people do like can say like some like sports is like that, man. But now it's just like you just had to be balancing things. That's my point. But going back to the point, like like that whole quote is saying, like don't blame distraction and improve your focus. That's similar to the blaming like Satan and demon for things too. You gotta bury your own burden as well, man. Like that's what that Jeremiah and Galatians goes into, man. Like burying your own burden. Like one, I had to be accountable for things. I can't. There's only so much like can like Satan and different other spirits like influence or help, but at the end of the day, it's you. At the end of the day, man. Like Satan only does is like the horror movie scene, like Candyman, like much power as you give him. Only he's the one that he's really the worst type person to be around, like the misery loves company type. Like he just wants because he knows where he's going, but he just wants to take everybody with him. Like shoot, he's like the bigger than Nino Brown type. I'm taking all y'all with me. So but yeah, man. But also too, man. Sometimes it's the hearts of man. It's your own wickedness, man. Like my own. wickedness or my own shortcomings, things of that nature, man. So I can't blame Satan or evil spirits on that, man. Because you know it is too. Because a lot of times I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, it's crazy, man. Like people. Sometimes it's the heart. Let me go to Ezekiel real quick, man. Let's go to Ezekiel. 16. Let's go Ezekiel 16. I think I want what it says about Sodom. Yep. Ezekiel chapter 16, verse 49. And behold, this was the iniquity of thy sister, Sodom, pride, fullness of bread, abundance, idleness was in her and her daughters. Neither did she strengthen the hand of poor and needy. So yeah, that's another scenario that's another situation, another conversation for another day too. It's always think about that because too, it's like honestly like this. I'll think about it like this. I might have to touch on this later, real, but I'm gonna segue because I know I digress too much. Y'all brothers and sisters, please forgive me, but it's like New Jersey, like Jersey Drive, like it's like cause Jersey back in the days, like even I guess nowadays too, like Redman even said this, like he said like New Jersey's known for jacking cars, they known for stealing cars, and then they even had a movie 24 years ago that came out called New Jersey Drive, yeah, but I was watching an interview with Redman. He said, "Listen, oh man, Jersey, that was something that like we're known for that. That's just something that we did on the side." But I said to say that's how Sodom and Gomorrah is, because like when people talk about Sodom and Gomorrah, is just talking about the homosexuality. But Sodom and Gomorrah had other stuff going on too. They were known for that. They had, as we see here, they had their unjust dealings, other wickedness like pride and things, which led to like the homosexuality, which is talking about like even now that with the homosexuals, the whole LG alphabet nonsense, they use what they use what pride as their thing, but pride is before destruction, as we know. But they had all that other stuff going on. But I sad to say too, but like, even in that too, because a lot of times people blame Satan for somebody for being like or evil spirit for somebody. Like, yeah, is it an evil spirit? Is it some spirit that's on them? Is like lustful spirit on them? But yeah, is there for like per se some homosexual per se. But a lot of times they blame that. But as we see here, man, like even if you read Sodom and Gomorrah, because a lot of times people blame Satan for that, or like that's an evil spirit, or that's just this and that, like that made that's the reason that person's that way. But that's sometimes that's just the hearts of man at the end. That's the nature core of man at the end of the day, man. Because if you read the whole Sodom and Gomorrah in Genesis 18, things, and Satan is not mentioned in there once, man. That's the wickedness of a man. So that's where we're going into don't blame distract, because that's where it's akin to don't blame distractions, improve your focus, man. Because a lot of times don't blame other things, man. Prove yourself. It's a similar thing too, man. So that's just is what it is, man. So yeah, that's just is what it is too. So yeah, because when you read that, it's like Satan's not mentioned in Sodom and Gomorrah at all, man. Like it's what are they doing? Was up saying was up adverse to the Most High outside, yeah. But that's a lot of times it's just evilness, wickedness of man too. So because and also too, man, like because a lot of times too, like how Satan dealt with like how Satan was like back, because a lot of times too, like because people talk about the whole like quote unquote Illuminati things, or what them people that deal with is actually deeper than Illuminati, but they talk since the whole Diddy thing, things of that nature, and people think even in TVs and movies when they had Satan to do like homosexual things. That's in scripturally, that's like not how Satan really like is that stuff of Satan, is it of evil wickedness? Yes, it is, but Satan wouldn't really like, that's not how Satan even comes at people, especially like in the word, things in the nature. He doesn't come at people like that, like making them do something like strange for some change, things in nature. Like he doesn't like he'll make you do some other strange stuff, but not that type of stuff. I'm just saying that because there's a lot of misconceptions. There's a lot of misconceptions about the word. You gotta realize that, because a lot of people like the bro Assembly Firstborn, they really don't know or understand the word like that. So you gotta like know. I'm still learning. So I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm some this I'm just this. No, still it was a learning process. So that's why this knowledge is akin to a river. But a lot, like the brother said though, a lot of people don't know the word like that, so you can't like come at them like as they do know. Sometimes like it's one thing when somebody's like prideful when they come off like that's just okay. Sometimes all right, cool. Like you gotta like let them know like listen, no, you're wrong with this and this and this. But if somebody don't know, then they don't know. Like that's why like and that's another thing too, man. Like I said that to one of my brothers, and I say it too, man. You can't be surprised when sinners do. I was actually talking about one of my brothers and my pop and my dad. Like you can't be surprised when he even told me he even reminded me of this too because when I mentioned the whole Bob Dylan thing, like you can't be surprised when sinners do sinner things. So but my point is being that my bad y'all is that don't blame distractions. Improve your own your focus, man. That's just is what it is, man. So and keep your eyes straight forward. Keep your eyelids forward, like Proverbs says, man. So hopefully this is edifying. So hopefully the Most High Yahshua blesses y'all day, man. I know I get better at and I'm sorry y'all if I mumble and y'all can't understand what I'm saying a lot of times. I know I gotta stutter a lot, things of that nature, or like could I might not understand. I just lost my voice, and two, like other times there was a brother too that said he couldn't understand what I was saying. My bad, y'all. I got started working speaking clearly. Now that's kind of how I speak. Things of that nature. I just kind of stuttered a lot, and I'm not the most eloquent speaker at all. I'm not the most at all. So, but hopefully, y'all forgive me for that. So anyway, peace.